Rick Without the K James presents, in my opinion, podcast.
Episode 6, Rick James presents, and Rick James, King of Comedy. We're going to let you close this one, Rick, with your last topic, Mother's Day versus Father's Day. You start us off and get us going the direction.
Father's Day ain't shit.
Here we go.
Father's Day actually is shit.
We'll get there. Me and you will get there.
We'll get there, but what I wanted to talk about
is
is because Mother's Day is coming up in
like
less than 2 weeks, right?
You know where I'm coming from.
We will get there.
Can I talk now? Jesus, drunky McDrunkster.
5, 4, 3, 2, 1, go.
Lights, camera,
Go,
action.
bitch. You can't.
All right. So what I wanted to talk about was Mother's Day versus Father's Day. Just the fact that as men, we don't get the same respect. You know what I mean? I think all three of us are probably wondering what we're going to do for our mama in less than 2 weeks. And a month from then, we ain't going to get remembered. I just feel like, yes, I love my mom, but I love my dad. I show him the same respect. And there was a comedian, I don't know if you've seen the skit. I sent you guys the skit. And he talks about it, how Mother's Day is the second most celebrated holiday, where Father's Day is the 20th or something. He goes, I didn't know there was 18 more fucking holidays before that. Like, he goes, Arbor Day is before Father's Day.
Arbor Day is tree specialist, by the way. I know you didn't know that before.
So I just feel like, yes, moms, we love you. Thank you for being there, nurturing us, getting to where we need to be. But don't forget the fathers. And when it comes to Father's Day, let them enjoy their fucking day too. You know, my court order reads that I stopped being a father at fucking 6 p.m. You know what I mean?
Explain that.
Hey.
Explain that.
Hey,
so they understand.
Society.
Can I explain that? Since
Yeah.
it's my court order.
He's going to take 30 more minutes than I do.
It's my court order.
What I'm saying
Hi, Brent.
I got
Speak
told
on
to do
it.
this. You see the gavel? You see the gavel? I got told to do this.
All right, let's finish this up, Rick.
So what I'm saying is, for Mother's Day, when it's her weekend, she gets to keep the kids the whole weekend and enjoy her Mother's Day and probably get a breakfast, a lunch, and a dinner with her
Just
kids.
like it's Mother's Day, you give her the kids?
Nah.
Yeah.
Nah.
So for Father's Day, you're lucky one if you even get your kids on Father's Day,
Yes,
right?
yes.
If you're trying to co-parent. But my Father's Day always ends at 6 o'clock on Sunday. My weekend's over at 6 o'clock. So I guess for that, I better have my dinner at 4 o'clock with my kids. You know what I mean? And, you know, I'm gonna put, when you talk about my son, I love this kid, but I'm going to put his monkey ass on blast because it did hurt last year. Would you let me finish, woman? Jesus Christ. My zipper's stuck. I'll put some in her goddamn mouth if it wasn't.
I'll zip you up.
Oh, wow.
I'll zip you up. There ain't shit there.
Just remember, it is the small things in life that count, Rick.
Bam! Shots fired! I got a belly button glove.
That'll keep her busy for about
everybody
4
up.
That's
That'll keep her busy for about 5 seconds.
At this point, it's just
Wait for it.
say what you want to say.
All right, sis, let us
really
finish
wanted
this.
to say.
I forgot what the fuck I was saying. I'm just saying. Oh, that's what I was gonna say. Shout out to my son, right? My kids are always there for me for Father's Day, but last year, me and my son, I didn't hear from him or whatever, and I guess we didn't coordinate our stuff. My son was already 18 at the time, so his mom, to try to be, you know, spiteful, decided to have a dinner over at her house. And that's what I'm talking about. I'm like, women, do you really have to have dinner on Father's Day? It's fucking Father's Day, not Stepfather's Day or some shit. Like, give me my goddamn day sometimes.
Yes.
And that's what I'm talking about.
Wait.
It's just
That
to
is
be,
the
Let me tell you.
difference between a woman
That's
and
Mother's
a
Day, they get rid of the kids. Father's Day,
No,
you get the
because
kids.
women said I fucking appreciate
You feel me?
the fact
They
that
have
my
like,
father
oh,
was
it's
a
Father's
father.
Day,
Yeah.
come see your kids.
Because Mother's Day, we go solo. We
Feel me?
get
Mother's Day, like,
Elsa,
I done had the
we
kids
go to
over
bars.
They
Let them go.
Let's go to Wayne, your opinion on this.
My opinion on Mother's Day, Father's Day, you know, it's different because of the fact that it depends on how your household is. Mothers have the kids all the time. So when
Yeah.
it's Mother's Day, get rid of the kids.
Yeah.
Out the house, I want to take a spa day, want to do it. Father's Day, you going with your daddy. You feel me?
Yeah.
Your daddy don't get no
I
free
agree.
day. You haven't seen him in years.
Yeah.
His day, you with
Really?
Father's Day, and that's how
Really?
it goes. You feel me? So for me, Father's Day month
No.
is different because you think more about Mother's Day than you do Father's Day. Because growing up as a kid, living with my mother, and I growing up with my father, it's different. I give my mama all the
It
praises.
depends on the situation.
Wait,
the subject.
please,
I wanna end this
please
one.
explain to me. Because my homie, his dad, meanest piece of shit. His mom, great fucking woman. His dad, he would hang out all day. At the end of the day, he'd be like, okay, bitch, clean up your own shit. And would give us all the other of the shit. His mom, the end of the day, we would have to clean up like the glass that maybe she spilled. But like, his dad, everything. Every fucking thing.
What's
When
the
we've
question?
been out there for 5 hours. So what the fuck is the difference?
It's a big difference.
Me and mom, we respect her.
down.
Exactly. Sit
Oh,
and look at.
look
Hey, listen.
at-
Listen.
look at-
Hey, listen. Hey.
like a skinny
Hey, no, you just said it. You just said it. Me and mom, we respect her.
Explain
Dad, fuck that motherfucker.
Listen.
Oh,
I fucking hate my mom.
All right, so let's wrap this up. We're going to talk about it
Right
now.
now.
Mom in a
My dad?
second.
Oh,
All
yeah.
right, have a seat. Have a
100%.
seat. We're gonna skip to the
Okay,
My
next
dad
person.
would respect the fuck out of.
Off top.
Anytime I've cleaned,
Off the top.
my drunk clean, my fucking halfway clean, my fucking slammer
What did we talk about?
clean.
All right.
I will clean up.
Let's
For
sit
Talk
down
about
and finish
white
this up.
lies, right?
Okay, so now as far as...
White! Portuguese! I'm
Portuguese
not white.
lives.
I am not white. Do not call me
Portuguese
white.
lives
If you ever call me white, I'll puke.
All right, sit down. As
Right,
far
sit down,
as far as I go, come on.
Hey.
Call me white.
Sit down. Okay, sit down. Right
No,
here.
I didn't. I told him.
As far as I go, I raised my daughter on my own.
He's called me white.
And so one thing that really touched me that I thought was really important.
I'm not white.
Somewhere around 4 or 5 years old, my daughter comes up to me and she gives me a card on Mother's Day. And I'm like,
That's
what's up with
respect.
this, baby? And she said, you're my mommy and my daddy. 'Cause
I'm not white.
I raised her my whole life. She lived with me. She hasn't talked to her mother since she was about 4 years old.
Hey, right there,
And
bro.
so-
That's respect, though.
Me and Emily had talked earlier about because she loves her dad. She's very close to her dad, and so we have it's different situations or different things. And with like me and my daughter, we're really close. I love her to death, and when she did that, it tore me up. But that was the respect I loved and stuff that she brought
Can
to
I-
me.
can I go next?
And you're up. Go ahead.
Fuck no, you gonna have people
Oh, I thought
crying.
you-
No, I'm
Next.
gonna go next. Okay.
Oh, white girl.
Don't agitate her away.
Every life, no matter what you live, one day somebody will support you. And one day when the person that supports you is the person that also impacts your life, it'll make a difference. I've at least made 9 videos where my sister at least was impacted. And she made sure that it was most important to me that what I believe in is impacted. So no matter what you believe in is what is believed, and you fight for what you believe in, girl, because the friends that I have fight for me, and I really fucking appreciate them.
Jess, how about you?
Don't be trying that motherfucker's crying shit.
Don't fucking come at me crying. Stop it.
You feel
Stop it.
Hey, yo, should be lit. though.
Okay,
You
so I'm
got a
gonna say this.
sentimental all-
real
Smoke a
quick.
lot of weed.
I think Mother's Day versus Father's Day holiday's gay.
No, fuck
I think Mother's Day
My
and
dad
Father's
has
Day is
been
every
there for
day.
me forever.
That's
Speak
it.
your shit.
That's
Speak your
it.
truth.
Fuck mom.
Speak your
My
truth.
dad has been there for
I
me
mean-
forever.
We're a mother and a father every day.
You're the best father. He has been a really, really, really fucking awesome father, and we have both experienced each.
Ronnie,
Fathers are
you're old
important.
enough to be my father too.
I am, yes.
Yeah. You do not understand the way that you would have been impacted with that father.
Oh yeah.
Because that father would have supported you.
Yeah, he would have.
Don't you jump your ass in there. What the fuck?
So,
I know I love Ronnie and just saying. Thank you for making
Ron,
me
this
feel
motherfucking man.
this is Rick James Presents. It's In My Opinion. We want to give a special thanks today to Insane Wayne, Jess for joining
Hi.
us today, the normal cast, Emily, me, and Rick, of course. Rick, as normal, closing statements, take us out.
I just want to thank everybody for coming out here. Hopefully, Emily will be quiet this little segment because it's important that I want to share this with guys because it just came to me like a year or two ago, right? That guys, when it's Father's Day weekend, that Saturday before Father's Day is the night you go out to the fucking nightclub. Because all of those women who have babies, daddies, have given their kids to the fucking father, and they are out at the club giving ass out. So take your ass to the club that Saturday night.
Sure.
Quarantine.
Whatever.
Start again.
Whatever you want to believe.
Better get you some quarantine booty.
Yeah, I know, right?
Okay, maybe not this
You
year,
want to believe.
but next year. When they find the vaccine, goddammit, you get your ass out to the nightclub because you're going to need a different vaccine to get rid of what you got that Saturday.
Turn this shit for next year.
To you, thank you for joining us. We'll see you next episode.
Hey!
Yo, it's your boy Charlie Murphy, my main man, Rick James. That's the one you think, the comedian Rick James. Get up on him.